Well, hello there, folks, and welcome back to the Whiskey Friend with me, Alan. Here we are again, another new week, another new video, another brand new video. And in today's brand new video, you can probably tell by the thumbnail, that's probably why you clicked it. We're heading back onto Campbelltown. We're sticking around on Campbelltown. In fact, I'm probably going to spend the next few weeks on Campbelltown, or the next few videos. I've got lots of Campbelltown whiskey to bring to you. Today I'm going to bring you the 2022 Glen Scotia 12 seasonal release. This one was matured for 11 years in ex-bourbon barrels, First Fill ex-bourbon barrels, and then it was finished for 12 months in Amontillado sherry casks. So I'm really looking forward to sharing with you what the Amontillado's bringing to this whiskey. Last year's I loved, which was heavily charred oak casks and Oloroso casks. So looking forward to this one. This is coming in at a whopping 53.3% cask strength. It's not non-chill filtered and it's natural colour. So all the good things. So without any further ado, guys, I'm just going to nose it and I'm going to taste it. Looking forward to this whiskey. Okay, it's got a sweet nose. Sweet, spicy, a little bit of dryness kicking around there. It smells like it's going to be a dry whiskey. A little bit of char. It's almost smoky, but I don't think it is smoky. There's a little mix of things going on. I think there's a oak char thing going on, barrel char thing going on. Same time, it's mixing with that little bit of that Campbelltown funkiness. There's a little bit of Campbelltown funkiness going on here. Little damp thing, little dank thing. Wow. Some coastal, some maritime, some seaside, all mixed in with that beautiful, sweet, vanilla, dried fruit, raisins, dates, prunes. But it's quite funky, it's quite spicy, it's a little bit of woody. Got a little kind of pencil shaving thing going on in the back. But that maritime, coastal, typical Glen Scotia characters living through this. There's a little nutty note on the nose. It's becoming a little bit nuttier, a little bit of sweet vanilla, but that oaky, woody thing is becoming more prominent. It's not as fruity. I think I remember last year's was a wee bit more fruitier. This is not. This is a bit drier, a bit funkier, a bit woodier. But the things are there, the raisins are there, the figs are there, the vanilla, the nuts. Wonderful, wonderful, complex nose, man. Really interesting nose, engaging nose. Let's do a little bit on the palate, folks. Let's see what it tastes like. Let's send it down the hatch. Cheers, folks. Okay. It's interesting. It's very spicy. Spicy arrival, 53.3% ABV, but I think it's more spicy rather than ABV. It's a wonderful mouthfeel. It's sweet. It's spicy. It's syrupy. It's sugary. Wow, got a lovely sweetness. Then the raisins come through, the dates come through. Not so much prune, there's a wee bit more prune on the nose, but it's a wee bit more raisin on the palate. Dates on the palate. But this is where it really changes, folks, because it becomes so nutty. Such a nutty dram. Hazelnuts, walnuts, it's marzipan, almonds. But as you're sipping it, in fact, let me just do a second sip, guys, just for a bit of clarification. Research also. It's warming. This is a real warming dram. This would be really interesting through the colder months, through the winter. Maybe not so much interesting through the summer months. I think it's more a heat you up, warming dram. It's got a real warming thing going on. Spicy, wonderful vanilla, really sweet vanilla cream coming through, buttery vanilla. It's so nutty. Almonds, walnuts. marzipan, little touch of herbal. It's wonderfully full-bodied, beautifully balanced. Some oak kicking around in the back as well, but it's the warming note. Let me just do a little bit for the finish, then I'll conclude on this one. Finish is a long finish, spicy, warming, sweet vanilla, nuttiness, and a little bit of raisin on the end as well. So I think that all that vanilla is coming from those ex-bourbon barrels. A little bit of dryness, touch of dryness on the finish, a little bit dry, touch of bitterness, but wonderful, wonderful piece of work. Well done, Glen Scotia. So, we're going to about to score this one, folks. Super whiskey, wonderful dram. If you've tried the Glen Scotia 12 seasonal release of 2022, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Here's my thoughts on this one. Last year's, I think, was £75. I loved it. I got excited about it. This one, I'm just as excited, but I'm trying to keep the excitement off the camera. Don't know if I've managed that, but I think last year I said £75 it was expensive. This one is £80. So you know it's going to be expensive. But I think it's just the current climate we're in. I think whatever walk of life you're in, whatever industry you're in, whatever business you're in, everything's getting expensive. Whiskey's not immune to that. Here's my thought. The Glen Scotia 15 was my kind of everyday sipper, go-to dram, constant on the shelf, round about that £50 to £55. That's now reached the £65 to £70. The Glen Scotia Victoriana is now, I think I picked mine up for £55. I think now it's round about the £70 to £75. This one's coming in at £80. Is this better than Victoriana? Is it worth £5 more than Victoriana? Is Victoriana worth £75? In a nutshell, I think the £75 Victoriana, I think it's the whiskey's awesome. The whiskey's wonderful. It's non-age statement. It's 12-year-old cask strength statement. Different things going on. Victoriana's cask strength. But are we willing to pay those £65, £70, £75, £80 continually for these whiskies? All it will tend to do for me is I would probably buy another one of these at £80. I would probably buy the Victoriana before it though. I think I prefer the Victoriana to this. I think I preferred last year's 2021 version with the heavily charred and Oloroso casks. I think it's Oloroso suits my palate a wee bit more than Amontillado. I don't think I'm up to speed with Amontillado yet. I've tried a few Amontillados, but not that many. Tried oodles of Olorosos. So I think Oloroso's my bag. Pricing, it's crazy. It's 75, 80. It's where does it stop? Well, next year's become 85, 90. Will I buy it at £90 next year? I don't think I will buy it at £90 next year. I did reach out and I picked this up purely because I thoroughly enjoyed last year's at 75. This one, as you can see, guys, I'm still enjoying it. I'm getting well through this bottle, but it's getting tough. It's getting harder to make these choices. You have to pick where's the value. I may do a video later on, maybe some value whiskies currently on the market in a minute, which sounds like a good idea to me. What's your thoughts? Would you like to see a value video? But score-wise in this one, guys, I'm going to score this solid 89 out of 100. If you've watched the channel, you'll probably see that I scored last year's 2021 version 92 out of 100. To be fair, I think back then I was overscoring. I think I was scoring a wee bit higher than maybe I should have. I think I've went back recently and tried the 12 last year's season release. I think it's more like a 90 rather than a 92. So I'm quite comfortable with this and I'm quite happy to score this one 89 out of 100. And so that's this one taken care of, guys. I'm not too sure what Campbelltown. I've got a Campbelltown whiskey coming soon. Not too sure which one I'm going to bring up next. But as always, pleasure is in the sharing. Don't forget to send some great whiskey down the hatch. And I'll see you all in the next one, folks. Cheers now. Bye-bye.